I just realized I wasn't on here. So then this request is a what? This is really a customer. So it's service request. And it takes a service request, this actual so they can say request, and it's a service request, and then it is a service receipt. I don't know. It's something. Well, what is this going to be called? If the customer request service through the app, then what really happens? There's two types of service requests, maybe. There's one where they're purchasing an additional item, like they're doing an add on purchase. And then there's just an issue that needs to be resolved, such as something not working properly. Um, so would that be a help request? Is it this? And if there is so we would call this help. It's a help request that returns a maybe a ticket receipt, maybe something like that. And so a help request would probably look like help request equals, and it's going to take the rental receipt. First, let's take this data contract. It's going to take a I guess it's context is the rental receipt. And or is it agreements? What's agreements again? An agreement is an item and a deadline. Okay, so doing a rental receipt is the context of a help request. And probably the item ID of it, which is probably going to be equipment. Hmm, the receipt has all the equipments. And maybe we have a description, the type string. And it is that right there. So that's going to result in a service receipt. Or we could just call it a help receipt. Maybe. Which means that there's probably for the manager is going to be a helped receipt. So there's a help ticket, maybe. And then there's a, for the manager, there's a helped receipt. Or you could say, or you could just say open ticket. Help ticket or open ticket? If it's a help ticket, no, I feel like it should be open ticket. And then over here, it would be a closed ticket. Okay. These are manager operations. Uh, so you have this concept of open ticket and closed ticket. So we can say that type open ticket equals this that, and what is this going to be? It's going to be the rental receipt. Hold up. Okay. Or la 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 la. It's the help request. Okay. So you have open ticket, which is a help request with a timestamp. Then you have a closed ticket. Closed ticket. And then that will be a help request timestamp with a description. Mm, okay. Oh, and there's probably a closed by. And then manager ID. Something like that. So this over here, type manager ID. Okay. So closed ticket, help request, closed by. Manager ID. Description string, whatever. Okay, so if it's closed by, then there probably should be a received by. Open ticket, and then yeah, so there's the open ticket, help request, which has the context of rental receipt, and then there's in progress ticket. Hold up. There's a in progress, or is it WIP ticket? I'll call it in progress ticket. Is it open ticket or is it new ticket? Is in progress the right word, or is it just WIP, work in progress? So WIP is, I thought it was work in progress, right? And so, do I really want to use an acronym for a name? Do I just want to spell it? If I spell it out, it's going to mess up my alignment, my beautiful alignment. It's going to mess that up. So maybe it's okay. So you have your work in progress, and you're going to have your manager ID right here. And so you'll say received by manager ID, right? They're really received by if it's work in progress. Uh, I is it accepted by? It's the same. It's the same thing. Received is, well, receive and accept is two different things. I think accepted by the manager, whatever manager ID. That's a work in progress ticket. So then, if we go back to our manager over here, you have our WIP, in which you take this. I thought it was called help requested. Well, I guess it's help request. And you have this. Oh, you have this WIP ticket. Okay. Uh, so you have open, closed. Or should it really be open and closed, or should it be new? WIP and over. No, we're discussing two different things. We're talking about this is rentals. So does that mean we just spell it out? Rentals open, rentals close, rentals overdue. Maybe that's helpful. And then uh, I don't know about this right here. You have like, I think this name sucks, right? A manager needs to basically submit a helped, in which it was the help requests that they, oh God, it's not the help request. It is the, where do I put accepted at? A work in progress. Duh, 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 duh. This is going to return a work in progress ticket. That's right. Which has the manager ID on there. And then in order to close, you got to have a work in progress ticket. And remind me why I still have all this here. Okay. Work in progress ticket comes a close ticket. Okay. Still don't like the acronym. So I just call it in progress. And then maybe call this in progress. That didn't work out well. In progress. Okay. I think that reads a little bit better. Okay, so I think that reads a lot better. So rentals open, rentals closed, rentals overdue. Uh, maybe that should be its own separate thingamajig. So you have customer, you have manager, and then there's probably like servicing. So I want to order this by actors or some other thing. I think this is probably fine for right now. Oh. Um, this is important because of this over here. So that's relevant. Okay. So a manager can view open rentals, closed rentals, and overdue rentals. And then in regards to help that's needed, they could do in progress and then they can submit that they helped. Um, okay. Is there anything else? I feel like I may be missing one. I'll find out when I start writing a test. I think that's it. Are there any other customer reports that they need help, which is this right here? And then close ticket is what the customer will probably get because a help request already has the rental receipt, which should have the customer's ID. Okay. So within our commit, we say added um, ticket management. Okay. And now what started last night is starting to evolve. What started as like, I think, 3 or 4 operations has now ballooned into one, two, that's 5, 8, 10 operations. Okay. Is there anything else? I think that's. I keep saying I think that's it. A and a customer returns a manager probably acknowledges return. So type receive accept equals return request, which is a let's probably call it accept request. So manager has this notion of a accept request given a manager token of a rental receipt. Okay. So to accept takes the accept request that if successful will be what? It'll be a returned receipt. It should be past tense. It should be. I feel like this should be past tense. A return receipt has a return request and a timestamp, but I feel like that's not the only thing it has. I feel like there's supposed to be an agreement. There's a timestamp. Single responsibility is it gets returned, period. it's a completely separate responsibility to charge um, penalize. I don't know how to spell penalize. I almost know for a fact that's not how you spell it. Penalize. Okay, maybe that is how you spell it. Or maybe that's not the right word. Late return. And that's done by the manager. So there's a accept. Hold up. How do we do this? I feel like they should accept. And then there's just a completely different service that will just automatically figure out if it's late or not. You know? And so this concept of overage, this accept will probably implementation details will apply overage fees. This may be okay. Edit, accept. Oh, let me see. Let's start exposing other things. So this is our specification. We could throw you in here. And then we can add a new project that will be our functions. Is there a, let's see, function? I don't know what just happened. Add new project. Function. And it's only C sharp. Okay. So what did I call this? I called this rental service. Okay. So okay, we could say function and then say next, and then it's rental service. I feel like it should probably be called equipment rental. Equipment rental and then dot service. That's probably what I should have called it in the first place. HTTP trigger sounds okay. And so we're going to call this equipment rental. And we'll call that equipment rental specification. And then equipment rental service will host our Azure functions. And our namespaces probably should be updated. So we say namespace, and we'll say equipment rental. We'll apply that for everything. Okay. And then we have errors everywhere. Okay. Why do we have errors everywhere? Oh, because of this right here. Oh, that should be straight. Same thing over here. Okay. And that works fine. So then we can go ahead and say renamed namespace to that. Do that. Okay. And then we could start editing this stuff. So for example, equipment rental is a new name, but rental service specification needs to change. So we'll call that equipment rental specification. And that solution probably should reflect that. That right there. Oh, is there anything else? I think we're good for right now. So theoretically, I should just be able to do, ooh, okay, it just lets me reload it. No, it doesn't. Okay. Will it have it listed as recent? No. Is it going to load it for me? And I messed it up somehow. All right, so go to, where's edit? I don't see edit in here. Solution should have an edit. I don't see it. If I try to edit in here, open with Notepad. This is nothing but a folder. Yeah, I don't, I'm not sure. If I go back, try to figure out what it's talking about. rental service specification. Rental service. Uh, so let's undo. Okay, it says there are issues. Control Shift B. And that's fine. So now if we try to go back, I'm going to look for this folder. And I'm going to edit this again. I'm going to say that folder right here needs to be equipment rental.specification. That's what I'm going to say it needs to be. And in addition to that, I'm going to say, hold up, but there's always something here. That's manager. Yeah, that's already there. So what's this over here? Rental service specification. I don't know what that's about. I'm deleting it. Uh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Well, what's this equipment rental specification? All right, so let's, if we say reload, it's not going to do anything. Oh, yeah, it will. Okay. So, Control B, and it builds. Okay. So, updated folder name, whatever. Says it built. So then the next thing is these Azure function names. And there's going to be an Azure function for each of these categories, category, etc. So you have categories function, which we could say name of categories function. And then it's going to do some stuff that I don't really know about. But we know all this is post. Okay. Um, anything else? There'll probably be a try block, catch block that give an exception, something like that. Okay, and then there'll probably be a using block or I don't know, stream reader equal a new stream reader that takes something. takes this request dot body dot something. Oh, like request dot content. Is there a content in here? No. Request dot body dot read. I don't remember. How do I do this? If we look at any of these other services, how do we do this? We say using stream reader equals new stream reader and then request.body. Okay. And that's what we do. This is get environment variable. Takes some static import of system.environment. That. And this would probably be I don't know what it's going to be. What do I say over here? Service bus connection key. Well, this is let's find a different. Let's find a different one. Like, I know all you guys are service bus. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, so let's do this over here. So, I don't even think we have service bus for categories, so we could just get rid of that. And then get rid of this. And then it's talking about a storage connection. So for that, we can. What did I just do? We can take this storage connection and add that, and that's in the data gateway. Okay, let's add another project. And it is called equipment rental data gateway. And this will be okay, that's fine. Okay. And we're going to call you something like that. Storage connection. And that's the name of this file. Shoot. Something like that. All right. So then we'll add a reference to that, to both the data gateway and the spec. Okay. So storage connection, it should be straight. First, you don't want to be straight. So we need to import using this right here. What's the issue? What's wrong with this? I don't understand. What's wrong? Can we build this independently? Yeah. Can we build the spec independently? Yeah. And so for the service stuff, we should just be able to add this. But because it's .NET 5, that's probably going to be the issue. And it's not going to tell me why it's the issue. Like, why don't you know what I'm talking about? If I look at this right here, this is .NET Core. Okay. And what do I need to change it to .NET Standard? Edit .NET Standard. Is that what I need to do? Equipment is says .NET Core 3.1. If I look at my service bus, where's my edit? .NET Core 3.1. Okay. So do I need to just, for my spec, change this to .NET Standard, and then for my data gateway, change that to .NET Standard? Will it be happy then? Which means that yeah, it went away. So whatever. There's some issue with .NET 5. This is a using uh, okay. And this is a token, I thought. Okay. And so this token should I thought we already introduced this notion of a token. You're in data transfer. So using why is this not being recognized? Hold up. Let's try this one more time. Add reference to this and that. Uh, equipment rental dot. It's not showing up. I mean, the projects don't have any. Yeah, I don't know. That now shows up. So then I should be able to say using equipment rental dot customer. There we go. I don't know. All right there. What is token? Data transfer. Okay. And we'll just return a bad object response. I thought it was called bad bad request object result, maybe. And we'll just return the JSON. Okay. So you got try catch, and then we could do the same thing here, where we can say turn, and then we'll just say ex.getBase dot message. Okay. So this was called categories function. Okay. And so then we could just start stamping. Oh, let me check this in. Added skeleton for and then categories function. Categories function. Okay. And then after we check this in, we could just stamp it out. Hey, how long you sent this? You sent that at 7:25. Epic Valar, you probably left already. No, I did not start functional programming in F. Actually, I did. Yes, I did start functional programming in F sharp. I don't know if you're still there. I'm sorry that I missed your chat, your message. Yes, I knew object oriented programming for a while, and I got really bored, like really bored. If you're still listening in, and so then I was like, oh, I'm gonna just do F sharp. I'm gonna learn F sharp, and that was like 5 years ago. And now, like, I think I'm really good. So, okay, you are still there. All right, cool. Yeah, I enjoy it. So now I can start stamping out this stuff. So categories function can also be an Azure function called category function. All right, and so we could just let me just do this right here. Uh, uh, category function, and we'll probably do that. It should be five. No, it's two. Okay, and so then we can stamp that out. And what are the other? What's the other? Oh shoot! Hold up. What's the other? No. What's my spec? Hold up. Categories, category, rent, help, and return. Okay. Why did I just do that? And so this would be a rent function. So you do that. You say rent function. And where are you from? Epic Blarg. I don't know how to pronounce your username. And then there was also a help function. Okay. So, but that's right. Yeah. So then there's a help function. help function. And there's also a did help return function. Return function. So then we could say return function. Okay. So that was for customers. And then the other one is, yeah, maybe I should organize this. So then we can go ahead and add a folder called functions. And we take this stuff and we move it up here to that. And we can then add another folder called customer. Okay, move that in there. And then the other one would be manager. Okay. So the manager has 6 functions. So the manager has a, copy this, throw it inside our manager folder. And it is rentals open function. No. All right, so this is rentals open function. And let me see. Yeah, I'm from Sweden. I found your channel because I've been watching videos on functional programming lately and saw someone talk about F sharp. Later that day, Toggobit mentioned on his stream that you do F sharp development. So I'm here now. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know Toggobit. He's cool. I think he's also in Sweden. I thought. I'm mostly a C, Rust programmer myself, but with my interest in Rust, I've become more interested in functional like patterns. Yeah, I'm with that too. So, I mean, do you consider yourself like beginner or intermediate with functional programming? Um, Let me know what questions you have, and I can do my best to try to answer it. I think one of the there's some cool podcasts out here, right? So there is, and I've been on this podcast I think twice. There's Functional Geekery, functional, hold up, Functional Geekery podcast, and this is pretty good. There's yeah, there's Functional Geekery. I was on here a couple times. Odie is on there, and so I convinced Odie. So I'll show you what Odie is. If we go to Twitch and we look at Odie streams. I mean, where is he at? Odie Trice. We're working on this. Hold up.
Man,
We're working on the same startup, and so Odie is in Lagos, Nigeria. I'm in Miami, and so he's building out a separate system, um, but it's all part of the same startup project that we're working on. This I mean, honestly, I'm like pulling teeth trying to motivate him to work on it. But he's working on a web application for multi-tenants, and it's a long story of what we're building ultimately. But I think he streamed a couple of videos yesterday for the first time in a while. So he's Od Trice. He's also on Twitter. This is this is him right here. I recommend you follow him. He's more advanced than I am. Um, at least on the server side. Like he just knows more than I do. Uh, he's a really smart dude, and it kind of boggles my mind based on where he lives, how he is so much more advanced than I am. Because I feel like I have way more opportunities, but it doesn't matter because he's still ahead of me. Um, so I recommend following him. What's this over here? Okay. So, hold on. Did I just kill my string? Oh no, it's still here. All right, cool. Um, you see, you're very much a beginner. Wait, you're building an actual startup on the stream. That's very 2000. Yeah. It's maybe you could say I was inspired by Mr. Elon Musk to do things in the open. Um, I'm sure that was kind of motivating. And plus, it's me documenting my journey. No one can deny that I'm building like a product and service in the open. So they can't tell me I don't have experience with something that I'm in just pursuit of. So I like to document my journey, and I like to be as open as possible. Uh, so yeah, functional geekery. Follow Od Trice, and there's a book by Scott Blashin called Domain Modeling Made Functional. I had him on my YouTube channel. This book was a game changer for me. I interviewed him. I mean, my YouTube channel is a joke. I really just document my journey, and that's about it. I don't think they don't take me seriously anymore. I think they did at first, and then like I guess I messed up my branding or whatever. So um, here's how do I do this? Can I just say Scott Blashin? That doing it? Well, it does. I was hoping it would show it on my. Well, you could say Scott Blashin Bismonger, and yeah. So I had him on here 2 times. Yeah, I look up to him. There's also Mark Seaman. There's also what's his name? His name is Eric. Let me see if I have some notification somewhere. There's another influencer. He focuses on closure. I just can't remember his name, but his book is called Grokking Simplicity. I don't know how to spell grokking. Apparently, it has 2 K's in it. So yeah, this is Eric Norman. That's his name. I this so like disclaimer is I haven't read his book, but I listened to his pod. I listened. One is he has a podcast, and two, I also got introduced to him on the Functional Geekery podcast, and like he just knows how to like I don't know explain things in very simple terms. And so I'll never forget. I was on a road trip driving from. I was driving really far, and one of the things that I remember him saying on Functional Geekery was something to the extent. of he said in functional programming, like the three building blocks of any functional program is map, filter, reduce. But map, filter, reduce. Like he said that on a podcast, and him saying that, it really made functional programming approachable to me. Because I mean, it's these are just the fundamental Legos to build anything, right? So map is essentially converting one structure to another. Filter is, well, filtering. So you take a set and then you extract the elements of that set that meet some type of condition or predicate. And reduce, which is analogous to uh, fold, which means that you take a list of elements and you run it through a function and it produces uh, a single like aggregate, or you take a list of elements and you run it through a function and it returns a new type, not necessarily a a list of types, but you take a list of elements and you run it through a function and they basically aggregate into another individual type. And so, like when he said that, I mean, it just made it so approachable for me. I mean, this is pretty much where I live by. All other functions within a core library of some functional library, um, they all sit on top of these three fundamental functions. So, yeah. Where's my StreamYard at? Uh, yep, yep, yep. Been watching plenty of his videos. Yeah. Yeah, map and filter were some of the primary driving factors in Rust, which made me take more of an interest in functional programming. Yeah. Uh, where was I at? Oh, rentals open function. Do I have that? Yep. Paste and say this is going to be. What time is it in Sweden? Are you guys like 8 hours ahead of us or something? Uh, rentals closed function. Uh, so I say this is rentals closed. And then what else is there? There's a rentals overdue. Copy that. Uh, boom. Rentals overdue. Okay. What else is there? In progress, help, and accept. These are tickets. It's almost 2 in the afternoon here. Okay, yeah, it's going on 8 in the morning over here in Miami. 1400 is what we call it. Got it. Yeah, we don't really do military time. Um, where am I at now? So then I got to add some more. So this is manager. Yeah, okay. Uh, what am I doing? I'm saying in progress, help, and accept. I feel like I should probably call this tickets. Uh, So over here, we'll call this in progress. I need to go for my run soon. Progress function. All right, I've got like 3 more and I can retire. Helped function. So I have a question for you. Hold up. As soon as I get these last 2 files in here, hold up. Helped function. Shoot. Let's try this again. Helped function. So I'll call this helped function. And then the last one is accept, which probably should be ordered like this. And so then we have a accept. And this is a accept. Oh shoot, what did I just do? Hold up. Accept function. Okay, so accept, helped, in progress, built. Um, what do you think of this technique that I'm using of specification library, in which like I'm heavily inspired by domain-driven design to when I'm building out any new feature or system, I'm immediately identifying the core operations of that system within the specification. And then when I'm identifying those core operations, aka verbs of that particular domain, then in order for that core operation to be successful, I'm able to identify its language of that domain. And I just go through this workflow of doing type level programming or domain modeling, where it's just a specification as a library, and then I'll build out the interpreter, which is like the data gateway or a test API if I'm feeding unit tests. Um, I took Scott Blashen's book, Domain Modeling Made Functional, and then I built on top of it. And like this works for me. It works for me. So I don't know if I don't know if you've looked at my videos, but I I'll show you a quick demo of what I've been building. So it should be the second slide, right? No, third one. This right here. Why is it blocked? Hit run. Why is this not working? This is a quick demo of what I've been working on. Get rid of this. So this is a beach delivery app in which I'm going to replace probably beverages and snacks with rentals. So it'll be rentals and restaurants, or restaurants and rentals. And then they can basically just order whatever they want, whether it's food or equipment such as hookah or Bluetooth speakers for the beach or portable phone chargers. And so, yeah, this is a Xamarin Forms app, two of them, a customer app and a courier app. And this is basically demoing a customer placing an order, a courier receiving a request, accepting it, and fulfilling that order. So I got Google Maps integrated. I got Stripe integrated. And
Head east,
yeah,
then turn left.
so this, this is like maybe another 30 seconds of this demo. This is the courier going through the motions of arriving at the pickup location and checking off that they have the stuff and saying that they picked it up, and then the customer gets updated status requests or status updates, I'm sorry, from the courier. And the courier has the ability to cash out. So they say they delivered it, they rate the customer, or customer rates the courier. And if we go back to the courier app, then this one demos them putting in a cash out request. So that's the demo. And now I'm trying to build out um, the rental system, the equipment rental system, which I literally just started last night, where I pumped out the video last night of me starting the solution or beginning the solution, and now I'm just not incrementing, iterating on it. So I mean, real talk, building out this system from front to back, meaning from the client, the two clients, the customer app and the courier app, and then the backend services, is probably going to take me I estimate probably like 300 hours to just build out that feature from front to back. I enjoy like just domain modeling, man. Like I don't know, it's fun to me. It's the building out the interpreters of the specification, of interpreting these specs within my data gateway. That's the part where like I'm like, ugh, right? Because then that's the real like runtime conditional logic. So anyway, if you have any feedback, I appreciate it. So, do you plan on just making the rental management system for others to deploy, or are you looking to be on an end user of the system yourself, actual handle rentals to end customers? The here's here's my strategy. So that's not it. All right, so there's it's supposed to be Bluetooth. Hold up. The strategy is I'm building a platform. I'm building a marketplace platform for the beach. So there's buyers and sellers, and like stage one is for the beach, but then stage two, once this is actually like operational, and if people actually download it and use it, they're 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 requesting food deliveries. They're renting portable. Hold on, I should call this portable phone charger. They're renting equipment such as speakers or whatever. Then stage two is to take that platform that works and then evolve it into or scale it to things outside of the beach. So like up north, snow like plowing driveways during the winter, mobile car washes, mobile dry cleaning. So people pick up your dirty laundry, process it or clean it, and then they just return it. Um, Supplies such as like mechanic shops that they need a part from a parts store, and so a courier goes ahead and delivers that for them based on that order request, and maybe even like prescription drugs. So that's the strategy. When I say platform, I the thought process is to have partners or affiliates that will manage a area of the beach, and they're responsible for building relationships with kitchens such as restaurants or food trucks, and basically selling them subscriptions, and they'll get residual commission. They'll get like probably 60% commission as long as that restaurant continues to pay a monthly fee to have their menu on the app, so that people at the beach can browse the menu and order food from them, with a courier going to that restaurant or that food truck, picking up the order and then delivering it. Um, yeah, so like right now I'm in South Florida, and so this is the area that I want to tackle. And then if and when this actually gains traction, with a big if, and like I got this, I set up shop, then I'm going to do like a German blitz, and I'm going to attack like all of the major beaches in the United States as quickly as possible before the major food delivery players decide to just take, I don't know, move me out. Uh, yeah, so here's the rentals. So hookah, which is going to be probably the most complicated thing, because you got to have someone out there that services it. And on the beach, like you're not allowed to advertise or to be a vendor. And so it's going to be this is probably going to be the hardest part. I think it'll be easy for renting out Bluetooth speakers and renting out phone chargers. It's the hookah part that's going to be complicated to do without being fined by the authorities. And I'm also playing with the idea of a premium membership where they get free food delivery. They pay for the food, but the delivery service is free, and they get probably a significant discount on rentals if they pay like maybe I want this to be a semi-annual fee, but whatever. Restaurants will get a 6-day free trial in which their menu will be put on the app, and then they'll if they don't pay up after the 60-day free trial, then they get removed from the app. And so, yeah, that's this is what I'm building. So you say deploy the snow plowing on demand in Sweden. You'll get filthy rich during the winter. Well, help me do it. I'm from up north. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and so I mean I live down south in Florida, But yeah, I mean, I was born and raised in the code half the year, so the goal is to disrupt, take over, and then get bought out or acquired before the major players catch up with me. So that's it. Am I missing anything? I think I added customer has categories. Category. I spelled that wrong. Where are we at? Category help, rent, and return. Right. And then the manager has these tickets, accept, helped, in progress, and then they can view the rentals that are closed, open, and overdue. All right, so added skeleton Azure functions. Commit that. Ugh. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I am tapping out. If you follow Odie, if you follow Odie Trice, like do me a favor and help me motivate him. Cause I mean I understand like I'm not paying him for this up front. I'm giving him like sweat equity. But like I want to crack the whip on him. And I just need him to be like more active, man. Working on this like w- one day out of the week or one day out of 2 weeks, it's not scaling, man. It's not. But I don't know. I don't want to compromise my relationship with him. It's crazy. He has more followers than I do. Actually, it's not crazy because it makes sense. His stuff is more polished. I mean, it's more polished than mine. Like, I mean, he actually takes time to do thumbnails, right? I don't do any of that. Where's the recent stuff at? Oh, this is a year ago, 3 years ago. Hold on, where's his recent stuff at? Does he have? He must have a separate channel because all this stuff is old. If we go back on Twitch and look for him, where's he at? Why does this take so long? Odie Trice. Um,
Where
how do I do this?
user
His
email
videos.
equal to email.
Why doesn't this have a
Select
timestamp? Oh, it does.
user.
Yeah, like
Okay.
look at last
So this
month.
will return
Like,
an
not to
iCloud
say that
user.
it doesn't mean he's been working
So if you want
on
more information as to where this
what he agreed to
completion
work
expression
on,
is
and maybe he
coming
just didn't
from,
stream it.
just
But
go to link
yeah, I'm trying to crack the whip on him,
F
man,
sharp. Just
without
search for link. Yeah, there we go. Query
without being
expressions,
intrusive.
and
I'm trying to
essentially,
motivate
yeah,
him,
this is it.
but I
So
don't know
it's
how
built
to
into the F sharp
without hurting his
language.
feelings. So I just keep my mouth
Once
shut.
you are referencing something that's an
Anyways,
iQueryable, you can write, a query expression on
all
it,
right.
and
Well,
then
I'm tapping
it
out.
translates it to the C
I'm
sharp
about to try
equivalent
to
of
do some
your
other
query,
things
which
this
is
morning.
cool.
But
Here,
it was nice
right? So
chatting with
here we
you,
run the
Epic
query.
Blarg.
The
I still don't know if I pronounced
user.
your
So
name right,
now,
your handle right.
I
But
will come
we'll
here
catch
and
up
say
and see ya.
user
Thanks for
query
chatting with me. I
dot,
spent a lot of time
instead of saying
alone
first or default,
with
I
no one
can
to talk
say
to,
head.
and
Sorry,
so it's cool
I
to
can come here and
like
say head or
just
default,
chat. So
right?
we'll catch up.
And
See ya. Bye.
ultimately, this now becomes